I got this for you to thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
You're the best.
I love it.
I'm glad you do. You deserve it. Here's the white shirt you asked for.
Thank you very much. I love it.
I think he will really like this one.
Yeah, it looks good quality. The color is nice.
Okay, I'll take it then.
Great choice.
Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel. Today's story is a gentle, heartfelt journey about Tieu Lac and the CEO, a story of gratitude, dignity, and quiet promises made from the heart. After enduring heavy debt and constant harassment, Tieu Lac receives timely help from the CEO, a large sum of money that not only frees her from financial burden, but also restores her peace and self-respect. To express her deep gratitude, she gives him a simple white shirt, a modest gift filled with sincere appreciation. As her life slowly returns to calm, she learns the true value of freedom, living without fear, sleeping without worry, and waking up with hope. In silence, she makes a promise to herself to live honestly, to cherish the kindness she received, and to build a meaningful, steady life alongside the man who gave her a second chance. If you enjoy warm, emotional stories about love, life, and human kindness, especially stories told slowly and thoughtfully for mature hearts, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Your support helps us continue sharing stories that bring comfort, reflection, and peace to everyday life. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again in the next story. That morning, Tieu Lac rose earlier than usual. The house was still quiet, wrapped in a soft silence that only those who have lived long enough learn to appreciate. She moved slowly, not because she was tired, but because she wanted to give herself time to think, to remember, and to feel. On the small wooden table by the window lay a neatly folded white shirt, resting inside a simple paper bag. It was not a luxury item, nor something meant to impress, yet to Tieu Lac, it carried a weight far greater than its price. She had chosen it with care, visiting several shops, running her fingers gently over the fabric, examining each stitch as if she were examining her own heart. The white color spoke to her of honesty, of dignity, and of a fresh beginning, things she had longed for during her darkest days. As she looked at the shirt, her thoughts drifted back to the difficult period she had recently endured. Debt has a way of aging a person overnight. It steals sleep, clouds judgment, and places a constant heaviness on the chest. For Tieu Lac, those days had been filled with fear and quiet desperation. She had learned how fragile human dignity could be when one's back was pressed against the wall. When the CEO stepped in and lent her the large sum of money, he did not ask for explanations, nor did he offer pity. He simply helped. That, to her, was the most powerful kind of kindness, silent, respectful, and without conditions. The shirt became her way of speaking what words could not fully express. She knew that saying thank you once or even 100 times would never truly capture the depth of her gratitude. Instead, she chose something practical, something a man like him could wear in his daily life. Every time he put it on, she hoped he would feel a quiet comfort, the same comfort he had unknowingly given her. To Tieu Lac, this was not merely a gift, it was a gesture of acknowledgement, a way of saying, I remember what you did for me, and I carry it with me every day. When she finally met him, her hands trembled slightly as she passed the bag to him. She kept her eyes lowered, not out of shyness, but out of respect. Her voice was soft, steady, and sincere. She told him it was only a small token of appreciation, though in her heart, she knew it was far more than that. The CEO accepted the gift with a gentle nod, his expression calm and composed. He did not make a show of it, nor did he brush it aside. In that moment, Tieu Lac felt something settle within her, a sense of peace she had not felt in a long time. For people who have lived through many seasons of life, moments like these are deeply meaningful. They understand that gratitude is not found in grand gestures, but in simple acts done with an honest heart. Tieu Lac understood this now. She was no longer a young woman chasing dreams without direction. Experience had shaped her, hardship had humbled her, and kindness had awakened her sense of responsibility. Standing there, she realized that the shirt symbolized more than her thanks. It represented a turning point. It marked the moment she chose to live with integrity, to honor the help she had received by becoming a better version of herself. As she walked away, the morning light grew warmer, spilling gently across the street. Tieu Lac felt lighter, as if she had finally laid down a heavy burden she had been carrying alone for far too long. The world had not suddenly become perfect, but it had become bearable, even hopeful. And sometimes, for those who have endured enough in life, hope, quiet, steady, and sincere, is the greatest gift of all. After the debt was finally settled, Tieu Lac began to experience a feeling she had almost forgotten: peace. It did not arrive suddenly or dramatically, but rather crept quietly into her life, much like the gentle light of dawn after a long, restless night. For the first time in many months, she could wake up without fear pressing on her chest. There were no urgent phone calls, no threatening messages, no footsteps behind her that made her heart race. The two men who had once tormented her with their relentless harassment were gone from her life, and with their absence came a freedom that felt both unfamiliar and precious. For someone who has lived long enough, freedom is understood differently. It is not about grand adventures or endless possibilities, but about the simple ability to live without fear. Tieu Lac now cherished the small moments she once took for granted. She could walk to the market at her own pace, stop to greet familiar faces, and feel the steady rhythm of ordinary life return. Each step she took felt lighter, as if the invisible chains that had bound her for so long had finally been removed. She realized that true freedom is often silent. It does not announce itself, but it changes everything. In the quiet evenings, Tieu Lac would sit by the window, watching the sky slowly darken as the day came to an end. These moments of stillness allowed her to reflect on what she had endured. Fear, she understood now, has a way of shrinking a person's world. During those troubled days, her thoughts had been consumed by survival alone. Dreams felt distant, and hope seemed like a luxury she could not afford. Yet now, with the threat behind her, she felt her inner world expanding once more. She could think about tomorrow without dread, and that, to her, was a profound blessing. Her thoughts often returned to the CEO, the man whose timely help had changed the course of her life. He had not only helped her repay a large debt, he had restored her sense of dignity. For Tieu Lac, dignity meant the ability to stand upright, to look others in the eye, and to live without shame or fear. She understood that money, while important, was not the greatest gift he had given her. What mattered most was the chance to begin again, free from the shadows that had haunted her. In her heart, gratitude grew deeper each day, settling into a quiet, enduring presence. With this newfound freedom came a sense of responsibility. Tieu Lac knew life would still bring challenges, experience had taught her that much. But she also knew she was no longer the same woman she had been before. Hardship had given her resilience, and kindness had given her courage. She began to take better care of herself, both in body and spirit. She kept her home orderly, prepared her meals with intention, and allowed herself moments of rest without guilt. These small acts were her way of honoring the second chance she had been given. For those in their later years, the value of peace is deeply understood. It is not something to be wasted or taken lightly. Tieu Lac recognized this truth instinctively. She did not chase excitement or excess. Instead, she focused on stability, honesty, and meaningful connections. The absence of fear allowed her to rediscover her own worth, independent of her past struggles. She felt stronger, not because she had forgotten what she had been through, but because she had survived it. As days turned into weeks, Tieu Lac carried with her a quiet promise to live carefully, thoughtfully, and with gratitude. The world around her seemed softer, kinder, not because it had changed, but because she had. In her heart, she knew that freedom was not merely the absence of danger, but the presence of calm, trust, and hope. And for the first time in a long while, she believed that such a life was truly possible. That night, after the house had grown quiet and the world outside settled into stillness, Tieu Lac sat alone under the soft glow of a bedside lamp. The events of the day lingered in her thoughts, not in a restless way, but like a gentle echo asking her to listen more closely to her own heart. At this stage of life, she understood that true change often happens in silence. There were no grand vows spoken aloud, no dramatic declarations, only a quiet understanding forming deep within her. She reflected on the path that had brought her to this moment. Life, she realized, had taught her lessons that could only be learned through hardship. Being rescued from debt and danger had not made her weak or dependent. Instead, it had sharpened her sense of responsibility. Tieu Lac knew that gratitude should never be temporary or expressed only in words. It must be lived, day after day, through actions that reflect respect, loyalty, and care. In her heart, she made a silent promise, not out of obligation, but out of sincerity, to live well and to treat the CEO with the same honesty and kindness he had shown her. For people who have lived long enough, love and commitments are no longer defined by youthful passion alone. They are built on trust, patience, and shared understanding. Tieu Lac did not dream of extravagant gestures or perfect days. What she desired was something far more enduring, a calm life, steady companionship, and the comfort of knowing that two people could rely on one another without fear or pretense. She wanted to be someone the CEO could come home to, not just physically, but emotionally, a presence that offered peace rather than demands. In the quiet hours, she considered how she could become such a person. She resolved to be attentive in small ways, to listen more than she spoke, to notice his moods, and to care for the everyday details that make a life feel whole. She believed that loyalty was shown not in moments of crisis alone, but in daily consistency. Preparing a warm meal, keeping the home in order, offering a word of encouragement at the right time. These were the simple acts through which she intended to express her gratitude and affection. Tieu Lac also promised herself that she would continue to grow as an individual. She understood that a healthy relationship requires two whole people, each standing firmly on their own. She would work honestly, manage her responsibilities carefully, and never again allow fear or desperation to lead her into harmful situations. The help she had received was not a reason to lean back. It was a reason to stand taller. In honoring herself, she believed she would also honor the man who had believed in her when she struggled to believe in herself. As the night deepened, Tieu Lac felt a profound sense of calm settle over her. There was no urgency, no pressure to rush the future. Experience had taught her that lasting happiness unfolds slowly, like a well-tended garden. She trusted that with patience and sincerity, the bond between her and the CEO would deepen naturally over time. What mattered most was not what tomorrow would bring, but how she would choose to live each day. For those who understand the weight of years, promises made in silence often carry the greatest strength. Tieu Lac's vow was simple yet powerful: to live with integrity, to cherish the peace she had been given, and to build a life grounded in mutual respect and quiet affection. As she turned off the lamp and lay down to rest, she felt no fear of the darkness. Instead, she felt something rare and precious, a steady confidence that whatever lay ahead,
Hello
she was ready
everyone.
to face it
Xin
with
chào tất
grace.
cả các khán giả của kênh Ní Tiểu Lạc Review. Vậy là câu chuyện của chúng ta ngày hôm nay đã kết thúc tại đây. Nội dung câu chuyện của chúng ta ngày hôm nay đã kể về việc Tiểu Lạc đã âm thầm và đã đi chọn một món quà rất là ý nghĩa để tặng CEO. Đó chính là một chiếc áo sơ mi trắng rất là đẹp và hợp với CEO. Tiểu Lạc tặng anh món quà này là để cảm ơn anh vì CEO đã cho cô mượn một số tiền rất là lớn để cô có thể giúp mẹ nuôi cô trả nợ bọn côn đồ, để bọn chúng sẽ không còn làm phiền cô và ép cô đi lấy chồng theo người mà bọn chúng mong muốn nữa. CEO khi nhận được món quà này của Tiểu Lạc thì cũng rất là hạnh phúc và vui mừng, bởi vì đây là lần đầu tiên trong cuộc đời của CEO được một ai đó tặng quà mà lại là món quà đến từ người con gái mà anh rất là yêu thích nữa, nên anh cảm thấy rất là vui vẻ và hạnh phúc. Mọi tình tiết hấp dẫn về câu chuyện CEO và Tiểu Lạc sẽ còn được kể ở các video tiếp theo. Các bạn đừng quên bấm vào nút subscribe để đăng ký kênh, sẽ nhận được thông báo mới nhất về các câu chuyện sẽ được phát sóng hàng ngày trên kênh Lý Tiểu Lạc Review nha. Nếu các bạn thấy câu chuyện hôm nay hay, mới lạ, hấp dẫn thì hãy cho mình xin nút like, share và để lại comment góp ý ở dưới video nhé. Mọi ý kiến đóng góp của các bạn sẽ giúp mình cải thiện nội dung trên kênh hay hơn nữa để phục vụ các khán giả. Tiểu Lạc and CEO, thank you so much. Please continue support their channel and subscribe their channel Lý Tiểu Lạc Review. Bye bye.